Totally forgot to add us back on during the intro. I was like, why aren't we on the camera? Hi guys, welcome into Comic Book Women. Look who's back.
Yay!
We got Jen back.
I'm back.
Yeah, we got Trish back. We got Jen back. This is going to be a full house. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be spotlighting the Enchantress. Obviously, it's a pretty relevant person, right? What?
Yeah. She was the one. Remember, I got all jazzed after, like, we're talking at the end of the Lady Loki episode. That's below. This was a character I had in mind. I'm like, oh man, I really want to do Enchantress, but then travel.
Yeah, you just had to go hiking through the mountains, but you're back with us now, and yeah, it'll be fun. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the Enchantress, I think most of you are. She has two aliases. The first one is the original, the OG, so to speak. Amora, that's right. And then what's the other one, Jen?
Sylvie Loki.
So are we covering both of those in tonight's Market Report?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Enchantress has been, the original, Amora, has been in over 700 issues.
Jeez.
Sylvie is under 50. I think she's in the 30s. And then covers, it's a little bit less. There's, of course, different iterations into different universes. There's a lot. So if you guys really want to know more or want reading recommendations, let us know. But we're just going to try to like compact this into a little bit of the original, a little bit of Sylvie, and then some of the covers that we came across.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of both. So notable aliases. So you have Christine Collins, Helen Eve, Amora Lorelei, Lena Morin, and Valkyrie. Did I miss any?
Yeah. I think that was good.
That's about it, right? All right, so let's talk about this. Jen's excited to kind of, I'm going to let Jen start this and Lucy can finish it. Go ahead, Jen.
Okay, so this dropped, I think, yesterday or a day or two ago. And everyone was like, oh, why is she missing a horn? What's going on? It's like, well, she's missing a horn when we saw her in episode 2. And then Lucy said she noticed.
You're muted.
Sorry, it's like the kids. I was trying to.
No, you're good.
Oh, I noticed the name in the credits. Yeah, it says Sylvie at the end on the credits.
Yeah.
So, is it a Loki variant? So is she Loki or she's Sylvie?
Yes. So apparently, Latin American translation was the Sylvie. There's also UK tie-in merch. I think I got wind of it because of the Comic Perspective posted it. And yeah, it's like a replica helmet of both Loki's and Sylvie's. And so in the merch, it's now sold out. It says something along those lines. So everyone's like, wait, did Marvel make a mistake? Does Marvel make a mistake?
Does Marvel make mistakes, though? I mean, come on.
Even if they did, they'd be like, yeah, we totally meant to do that.
And then I think like the popular theory amongst like the YouTubes that we partake in, right, is that it might be an amalgamation of Ickle, Sylvie Loki, and Lady Loki. Like that it's not going to be, because there hasn't been any iteration in the MCU that we've noticed. Now, yes, there's been cartoons, there's been toys, there's been statues, but never anything live. But, oh wait, Enchantress has a sister who was in S.H.I.E.L.D. But
okay, but let's get to the main point here. Why is this a problem for me specifically, Lucy?
Why is it? Because you wanted to make a bet saying that she was just a fan.
I totally did. I had to like volunteer cosplay. You guys on our Loki episode, we totally made a bet about who this. Anyway, so go ahead, Lucy.
So far, me and Jen are kind of winning because we don't know what she is really. So for sure, you have to gonna have to dress up as a minion. So we'll see.
Did we decide on a minion? Was that finalized? I thought whoever won got to pick what the other two, or in Trisha's case, is she just thrown into this? Is she just collateral damage and she just has to dress up no matter what, even though she didn't participate?
I think so.
Sorry, Trish. You're going down with me. If I'm going down, you're going down.
Oh man.
So basically, if one of these two win, they get to choose what everybody else dresses up for at the show. I suggested minions, but I would never make you guys do that. No.
We'll see. We will see.
Again, the link down in the description for that female Loki episode. Technically, you were back and forth between a fangirl and Lady Loki. Lucy was like Lady Loki, and I was like back and forth between the daughter and a version of Enchantress. But then I ended up picking the daughter, so I'm like, I'm gonna stick by that.
That's
I
true.
know.
You
But I was
did.
like-
You said daughter. So then I'm winning so far, kind of, right?
I mean, but I had that feeling. I was like, you guys don't think Enchantress? And you're like, no. And I was like, okay.
We were trying to guide you away from the correct answer. It was all part of my master plan. I was like,
Oh,
no.
that's true. That's true. You did say that you did stick to. Okay, you see, I was trying to say that you said Enchantress. I couldn't remember. I know. You said. I couldn't remember. But okay. You did daughter then. I guess you lost.
Yeah, I guess technically I lost, but you know what? I'll take it like a champ. You guys decide when and where, and I will dress up in whatever you want me to be. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but what?
Sorry, Trish. You're just gonna have to go with this. I mean, it was one of those horrible moments where I should have kept.
Wait, actually, technically, since we all don't know yet, we're waiting till the end of the series. Trish, who do you think Sophie DeMartino is?
Well, that would imply that I've watched.
Oh,
I haven't had any time, but
Here, say
whatever
this,
you guys-
Trish. Say this.
Oh, I have to say this.
Yeah,
Does this mean I'm on your side still
well, yeah, because
No.
I
in the dressing up? It's Sylvie Loki and Enchantress too.
well,
Or whatever.
So Dollar. It's there's some people who like zoomed in on like her file, and it's Sylvie's the first name, but it's not Lushton. It's technically an iteration of Loki's like Lofferston or whatever you say. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, isn't it life?
In it. So that's why they're saying, that's why they're saying it's not exactly her, because Sylvie was also a teenager who was just human, who female Loki gave the powers to, right? Which I guess it could still be that, but as far as what's been posted when they zoomed in on that file, it wasn't Lushton. So it's like that's what people are thinking. It's an amalgamation of like 3 different characters into one.
I mean, all that green, like you kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kick this off then, guys, because I'm getting questioned here about what the first appearances were and all that jazz. So if you are just joining us, first off, welcome into Comic Book Women. Every week we feature either a female artist, writer, or in tonight's case, a character, because we're comic book women. We want to keep on highlighting all the badass women that we have out in this community. So let's start with our market report. First book of the night. All right, so this was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Journey into Mystery Thor. Jen, I'll let you go ahead and do the stats on this one.
Oh, so yeah, so it's back in 1964, which predates DC.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going for a pretty penny. Between, like you said, $400 for the last sale. 8.5 went for 1,178.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Raw's like around 300. Now they do average sales, so they kind of make it more. They add them all together.
Jen, where are you getting this information from?
Oh, that's right. From our awesome Cover Price is our sponsor. We all got cool access to the app or to their site.
Yes.
And yeah, I like it because you'll see this first when you scroll down from the cover, and then it'll show you the top raw and the top graded, and you're like, oh, it's cool because I don't have to like search everywhere now. It's kind of all in one nice spot.
Yeah, it makes it really convenient. And Lucy, do you remember what they need to do if they want to?
Well, if you get 2 months for $1.99 and you get unlimited access So if you are like a comic book seller, this will help you a lot to kind of do the right price for the comics. That's what I've been using. I started using to price my comics. Like I kind of like, check, and like Jen said, it kind of saves you a ton of time that, kind of when you go on eBay, you're trying to round the price and stuff like that, and kind of cover price is kind of doing that for you already.
Cut and dry. It's simple. They
so,
organized it. They made
yeah.
it clear. It's a good
Yeah.
resource. So use code Flipside. If you use that code on their site, you will get 2 months, $1.99 a month for all of their unlimited stuff. And we sincerely appreciate the guys over at Cover Price for hooking us up. So, okay, back to what we were saying here, though, Jen. So if they want an 8.5, we're talking almost $1,200.
I mean, it's
Oof.
an early 1964.
Okay, so the DC Enchantress was 1966, correct?
So
man,
Marvel came out with Enchant first, with
Yeah.
the character
Well,
first.
Enchantress technically is copyright free. Like there's other iterations like from other, like when I was looking up stuff, I'm like, oh, Black Enchantress. The name Enchantress, because it's been used in other stuff for a really long time, isn't really, but I mean, I don't know what DC and Marvel have going. Like, I don't know why we haven't seen her in the Marvel universe. And if we're getting
her time.
Yeah, because she's again, she's not touched. Well, she's very sensual. I kind of akin her to an Emma Frost type character. But Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Black Knight, like the list goes on for how many people that she's crossed over into their titles, which is why read recommendations is interesting. Again, if you guys want that, let us know. But just she's super powerful. She's an Asgardian. Yeah, and even though she has all her Asgardian godness, she likes to use her seductive as like.
Well, in this episode, or in this book, I say the episode, in this book specifically, in this issue, I should say, I'm thinking about the show as we're talking. The whole point of this issue, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to kind of read into it, but you have the Enchantress she's been hired by Loki to go and like seduce Thor because Odin's sick of Thor being all hung up on Jane Foster. So her job is to go and seduce him, and it totally doesn't work. She gets shafted.
Dude, she's one of the few, because that's the thing that every person she kisses, it's kind of it reminds me a little bit of Poison Ivy from like when she kisses people and they like fall in love with her. Like it takes a really strong will to not fall for her.
Every man on earth is just bedazzled. What do you think of this cover, Trish?
Well, I love it. I mean, it's classic. It shows this character for the first time, and everybody. I assume this is the first appearance. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it shows us this character for the first time, and you don't have to be like, figuring out what she looks like.
You gotta love that.
And I mean, who doesn't love that style?
I love.
And they're on the Rainbow Bridge, which is actually a rainbow bridge, which
awesome.
It's not like whatever the Rainbow Bridge was in the movies.
Oh, it wasn't made out of like a glass or some sort, like an ice or something.
Yeah, it looked like a stone. Like some sort of rock.
I want to see that rainbow bridge.
Like the actual rainbow bridge.
Yes.
So I'm guessing your chances of finding this in a back issue bin would probably be pretty slim, but you never know.
Yeah.
I don't see people going, oh, look what I just found. I think this is one that if you probably have to pay some good money for, if you can find it in a good enough condition, definitely worth slabbing. I mean, an 8.5 at almost $1,200. It's not, that's worth the slab.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going. Moving on. So this one I didn't quite understand. So this is the first reprint of the book that we just covered.
Okay, so I am a big fan of reprints, especially when they're early, right? If you can't afford the original, what's the next best thing, right? So for Fin Fang, like for a good example is Fin Fang Foom. Fin Fang Foom. Doesn't have one, sort of, and it's in Astonishing Tales 23 because it reprints 89, and then it is a couple new panels, right? So that's why I bought that one, because I can't afford the original. So if you can't afford the one we just showed, this is like the next best option. That's cheaper and more affordable.
She's still kind of in the cover in the bottom.
She's at the bottom.
So I mean, she's still part of the cover.
Yeah,
I like it. I think no, never mind. I like the other cover better, but it's a cool cover still.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure I put question marks because I'm this came out in 1966. I think this is the first reprint of Journey to Mystery 103. If anyone knows any better, let me know in the comments.
I looked into it and I couldn't find a confirm one way or another. So yeah, somebody in the comments if you guys are aware. So a 9.2, if you're gonna get it graded, you're looking at 146. But the raw comic, I mean, it's under $40. That's doable.
From 1966. I mean, come on, it's 2 years later. You can't.
Yeah. I wonder if they did it just because DC like released theirs and were like,
no,
oh yeah,
we need to remind them.
Guys, again, if you are just hopping in, welcome to Comic Book Women. Everything that you're seeing tonight, all of our information is provided by our sponsors over at Cover Price, so shout out to them. Let's keep going. Let's keep cruising. Next up, this is the second appearance. Jen, go ahead and cover the stats on this one.
Considerably cheaper, her second appearance, even though it's literally one issue later. The last recorded sale was like $61, 9.0, $377, and the last raw was $73.99. Like it's affordable second. Now, if you're not, I wouldn't say, here's the thing. We're talking about this, yes, because of Loki, but the character as a whole being underutilized, never having her own miniseries or self-title. This character, again, being in over 700 issues. Besides, like the Sylvie's been in like 30 to 50 issues. Like it's an underutilized character.
It's crazy. I mean,
happening in the MCU at any point in time. Like she even at one point was with the Black Knight. Like there's just a lot
of potential here, right? For this to become something bigger, and they have all the materials to create something. So guys, this issue picks up right where the last one did. And if you guys were listening earlier, basically the Enchantress and the Executioner went to get Thor to fall in love with Enchantress, and it didn't work. So this story starts out with Loki like berating those two because he's like saying his plan was perfect and it was their fault that it wasn't done right. And I love that. I think Loki's hilarious. My plan was flawless. What do you think, Trish?
Loki's the best. I mean, you know, who doesn't love Loki? I mean, from the classic Loki look that, you know, he didn't. I love his look now. He's got all that hair. So great. But like the old costume, he's very, you know, slick.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're a Loki fan, this is another great book to pick up just for that part. He's funnier than hell in this issue.
So do you think like this Enchantress character wasn't as used as much because ladies weren't like a big thing in the comics besides like arm candy back in the day? Or like she's just mentioned in these issues? I mean,
well, she's pictured. She's always
there, but she's like not doing anything.
No, she's been there. She's kind of like
she's powerful too. I mean, this is a powerful character. She has a lot of abilities, and I think that, I mean, you see like the Catwoman had her own stuff going on even back. So I think there are other women that were able to create their own individual runs, but
in this time period when these were all coming out early, we weren't really seeing villain run books, right? But a modern
he was saying, look at the tagline. Yeah. That's funny.
The most dramatic hero of all time.
Yeah. There weren't villain-driven books back then, like in the 60s, right? It was all heroes and that kind of thing. I might be wrong. But in the newer stuff, like there's a lot of like Killmonger, Thanos, like Joker. I mean, I know it's DC, but there's a lot more modern villain takes, right? And I just figured, again, she is pivotal, like pivotal, like just not only to Thor because of her being Asgardian and being in that realm, but going to Earth and being kind of akin to like a Loki type character, a person who gets in there and like wants to do her own thing, but like it's not always the best. And like she always really liked Thor, more so because he liked Sif in the olden days.
Yeah, I think it's definitely because she gets rejected so much by him. It's like a typical
like,
female plot line. Exactly. You want what you can't have. But you're right. She has such a good history and she has a nice base with her content that it's just, I think, a matter of time before this starts pairing up as its own thing.
Yeah.
Lucy, what do you think? Any thoughts on this one?
No, I'm just listening right now because honestly, like, I don't have much to say when it comes to these stories because I have not read any of them.
No, that's okay.
No.
That's the whole point of the
So-
show for people of
so
all
I just-
different levels.
Yeah,
And
so I'm like I'm kind of like as we go, like kind of learning, especially at watching the show. It makes you, if you're already into comic, makes you want to find out more about them because you already know a lot of the characters, but then there's this kind of new character that's like, oh, well, I want to find out more.
If I found out more about every book I've seen on this show, my reading list would be endless.
I
Right?
know.
Yeah.
hey,
I know.
that's
And the
the
thing
idea.
is that like you guys are saying, they don't have their own comic book, so you kind of have to find where that character's at,
Where
so
they drop in all the multiple
Yeah,
storylines and all the
yeah.
inner crossovers and everything. And there's a
Yeah.
lot with this character. So yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It can be a
Yes.
little overwhelming.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going, guys. Next up, we have this is Dazzler number, I think it's 15, right? Or 18.
Yeah, look at that costume.
Uh,
Holy moly.
Dazzler 16 from 1982.
All right, there's no information on a graded comic for this one, but this is, look at the price here, guys. We could all buy this, like now.
So
Yeah.
you said this is from the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the costumes.
I
They
love
tell me
it.
that. But it's fabulous. Look how truly outrageous it looks.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
good,
this
it's a
cover
good
so
story
much.
too.
Yeah, the
So-
next.
Oh, go ahead, Jen.
No, go ahead.
The Enchantress in this one is mad at the Dazzler for beating her at like a singing competition, so she like abducts her.
It really is truly outrageous.
That's so funny.
It's shoving the holograms.
Funny. I mean, it's like a total like cat fight, and they end up like battling. And I don't know. This is a good read for
amazing.
$4, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say, Jen?
that this and the next book are just examples of her crossing into other. She's again to Doctor Strange. She's had encounters with, but it was just, I thought, a fun story and cover to include that it's an easy buy-in. Like it's Dazzler, right? So
I'd read the heck out of that. Just the cover is selling me.
Yeah. Just this cover, I'm like, no, I kind of
Look how fabulous they look. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil the ending though, but it has a good ending too. So
Okay.
Jen and I won't say anything. We'll just leave it alone. But the ending's pretty appropriate
Need to
for the
read it,
storyline.
Trish.
Yeah. Who do you think would win out of the Enchantress versus the Dazzler?
I'm sure the Dazzler wins, but Enchantress's songs are better. I'm going on a Misfits thing here. All that
All
green,
right.
she's pizzazz for sure.
I like that.
I like your reasoning. And for $4, guys, this could be one that I could see you just finding at your store if you dig around enough.
even $1 even, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we have the Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 9.
I
From
like
1986.
Give us the stats on this one.
$4 and then graded. That was the last value recorded, and then 9.8, $75, and then Roz in the 7. But I'm telling you, back issue Ben's probably for $1. But it's awesome that she has a tarot cards with Scarlet Witch and Vision, and it's just again another example. Like there's over 700. Here are the covers that I was like, oh, I like
Yeah.
this cover because it has tarot cards.
I like it, and especially like with Vision and I mean Scarlet, their show. It just happened, so this is kind of like maybe it's gonna go,
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't that open like a? That would kind of leave you open to like a maybe season 2. Are they doing like sequel seasons of
I
WandaVision?
don't think so.
Well,
I don't know.
Man, they should. They
Yeah,
should
they
do
should.
stuff and like bring these other characters in because I feel like they could do a whole arc with her. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun story. So you have Glamour and Illusion bring Wanda and Vision to like Mardi Gras. Anthony and I are big New Orleans fans, so we have this one off to the side here. So we were talking about it, and they bring her to Mardi Gras, and Wanda's like pregnant, so she's feeling like super insecure about her body. And then the next thing you know, Vision's being like whisked away by this beautiful blonde, aka the Enchantress. So it's a good read too. I mean, you have a lot of fun characters, and if you're a Vision fan, which who isn't? I don't know. This is another good one.
Yeah, that could be a whole episode.
That's what I was thinking. I told you that would be a fun episode to watch, right? One is like,
It's full of
Yeah.
whole misunderstanding kind of thing. It'd be like a cool rom-com thing. They could do it.
Yeah, a lot of her using a lot of the other heroes is because she needs them to go get something, right?
she's
So
looking for a gem, right? In this one,
So she's using them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, thank
Imagine
you,
that.
Dollar. He said this is his favorite show right now on YouTube.
Oh.
Thank you.
Aw,
That's a very cool
thanks.
compliment. We appreciate that. So, guys, if you are watching, take a quick second to give it a thumbs up. That way we know that you are liking it, and share out. Again, we're providing you with a really nice, solid list, courtesy of Jen being a badass and Cover Price. So make sure that you're keeping track of what we're telling you might want to go out and find. These are all really good books, and we're seeing the peak of interest with Enchantress because of the Loki show. So,
Mm-hmm.
anything else to add to this one?
Look at her pants.
Yeah, those are
I know.
throughout the originals
Her
incarnation. She always has interesting ones.
Yeah, like her. Well, I guess they'd be leggings, right? Or
Yeah.
tights.
Boots or something. Yeah. I don't know.
I like it that it's not so naked.
Yeah.
No, I like that. It's still sexy, and it doesn't have to be so revealing how usually some of them are.
Jen, doesn't her little crown remind you of the Scarlet Witch crown? They're kind of like the same.
Well, they have,
A similar shape.
yeah, like their
Yeah.
magic powers are. Yeah, I like how they did that. I think that's a nice thing for maybe later for them to battle or.
Are you giving us a hint? Is that a Jen hint?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how the MCU, if this isn't the Enchantress that we're talking about, like eventually I feel like they have to use her because again, how can you not, right?
Yeah, she's been in everything, pretty much.
Yeah. So it would make sense for her to go against either Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch. Like it just
It'd be kind of cool if she was in that, like, what do they call it? The Multiverse of Madness, whatever that is that's coming up. It'd be kind of cool if they put her in there as, some sort of, foe they face in one of the versions of the multiverse, or however that story is going to be told.
or even like after that, she pops up and that's now a new foe for her.
This is called Trisha's Speculation Minute.
Oh, look at this. Look at this, Jen. Look at this one. How funny would it be if the Enchantress 2 and Lady Loki hybrid is actually Wanda trying to destroy the TVA as she tries to find her kids and is creating a bunch of new timelines? Whew.
That's a cool.
I was reading that. I like that.
That's an
That's
interesting
cool.
theory.
Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going. Next up.
Ooh, I like this one.
Thor, Son of Asgard, number 8 from 2004.
Who is
This
the
one's
artist
pretty.
for this one? Do you happen to know?
Oh,
Love this.
crap.
Oh, I don't remember either. Shit.
That
It's
lighting
pretty.
is super dramatic.
I don't remember.
No worries. I can look it up.
I know she steals a mirror in this one and tries to get Thor to love her. I know that
Again?
part.
Yeah,
Again, that's like her
Yeah.
her
She's
life
playing the
goal.
She's playing the hits.
Well, she actually came really close in the Secret Wars, which again, we didn't have time to cover everything. I kind of wish we did, but that would be, I think, hours long if we talked.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But she had a chance. Thor was like, you can switch sides during Secret Wars, and she was too prideful, and she didn't know how to say okay. So I think that was the closest she ever got to like truly like winning him over. I think if she would have switched sides, then he would have been like, oh, okay, like.
Let's give it a try. She missed out.
I'm trying to look up the artist if you guys are wondering what I'm doing here. I want to see
Oh,
because
okay.
now I'm curious. Let's see. Asgard.
Is she being not enchanting in Love and Thunder?
Joe Chen is the cover artist.
Nice. You beat me.
Nice.
That's not bad. I'm really good on my phone. I can just tap, tap, tap away. All right. So again, under $4. So guys, we're throwing in a mixture here. Jen's really good about picking covers that are both obtainable and some that might not quite be. But this is one that you could obtain pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
And
one
she's
from
cute.
1964 is like a grail. And then,
Yeah.
after that,
I wonder who owns that one. Somebody that we know. Laura, you got that one?
Actually, I think we do.
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we do.
If you could if you get the artist to sign like the bottom or like the right hand side of it with like metallic green, that would be really cool looking.
Ooh, I know this artist that's signing Stray Dogs #5 in red or like these pretty bright colors. What colors are you using, Trish?
Oh, on that one, probably red. Mm-hmm.
That'll be badass. I'm super excited about that. All right, let's keep on going here. Wait, really quickly, Dollar said Jen is a beast, solid speculator. She is. She doesn't like to give herself credit, but she is.
I get all my advice from Jen.
Jen's my comic book advice. I go to Lucy for all my beauty advice, and I go to Trish for any advice on like what's a really good book to read or what's something that I should just have in my life for joy. I got the whole gang here.
If I want to be rich, I just like, hey Jen.
No, don't. No.
What book should I sell this week?
No.
Look how much pressure we're putting on her. She hates it.
No, I don't like
She's
it.
like,
I don't like
That's
it.
it. I'm out of here.
Okay. Moving on. First appearance. Okay, so now this is where we're kind of shifting gears. So now we're moving on from the OG Enchantress and we're going up to the newer Sylvie Lushton, which she still models herself after the Enchantress though.
Well, didn't she pretend that it was her, right? Like that wasn't she going around and she even to like Asgardians that she was just saying that she's from all that world. That I did know. That I did know. Okay, so tell us, Jen.
So some people, this is her first appearance inside, and then also on the cover because you can see her at the very top of the thing right there.
Yeah.
So this is actually on the top 10. Her last recorded sale on June 20th was $70, and then 9.6, 165, and then raw 62.29. But I'm telling you, I've seen so many of these in the back issue bins for like $2. And if people haven't been able to go through their stocking a little bit, like you can easily get this. I think go hunting.
So do you think this one went? Oh, because it's like $62. Oh, $69, whatever. This one's that kind of went up right now because of the show?
That was because of people of the second that the last issue, not the second, but super close to the last episode airing, and it was told to everybody that, hey, in the Spanish edition it says Sylvie. People went freaking crazy, and I think it was personally jumping the gun just a tiny bit. Like I would definitely have just gone to my LCS. And looked in the back issue bin. Like this is a lot to spend, and like you're not sure yet. Like we're not sure. We don't know. Like.
Right. I was gonna say, how fast do you think the hardcore speculators would be jamming this price up?
Dude, I saw it posted on Instagram. I checked eBay, and I feel like all the cheap ones were gone. And then you saw a lot of the higher ones. And then by Friday, I was like, well, this is going to be the top 10. And then it was on the top 10. It
happens within minutes, you guys. Like when something like this drops, if you go onto eBay, you can literally just watch the prices just climbing.
Mm-hmm.
We were speculating on a book a while back that was optioned, some Jake Gyllenhaal movie. And I remember I hopped on and I bought one for $5. And then Anthony's like, well, buy another one. I'm like, all right. So then I got back on and it was $17. And I was like, oh shit. So I bought another one. And then I went back just to look. No, it was
the indie with the snow something.
Yes. What's it called?
Something with snow.
Is it indie? It has like a wolf on it too, right?
Yeah. I think I know which is, and I think I sold one for $6 or something like that.
You guys, what is that called? The new Jake Gyllenhaal movie with snow. That's the only clues we're giving you.
This is your hint.
Yeah. And then I hopped back on and I was like, now I'm just curious because I got one at $5, one at $17. And then within the matter of, I'm telling you guys, less than 5 minutes, it was at like 120.
It's an indie comic?
It's an indie comic. Yeah. I have it around here.
It's an indie comic. It's something snow in the title.
Snowblind. Yeah.
Thank you, Dollar. Thank you.
You guys came up with it at the same time.
No, Dollar did. We just read it. We're like, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, that was like a prime example about how, like, if you're not sitting at your computer, like waiting for something to pop up in the news somewhere, for somebody to drop some type of hint, it just skyrockets so fucking fast.
Okay. Never mind. I didn't have that one. It was another one that is like the Forever Maps. That's another one that I think we got option. And I had it for $8. And then it's like selling. It was like selling for $20 or something like that. But I'm like, yeah.
So rush to buy this at your own risk, basically, because nothing is confirmed yet.
Back issue bins, telling you, not every LCS has gone through yet and like picked it. I know a lot of them have the app now or have access to like the tops lists or whatever. But check, because I'm telling you, I remember seeing a ton of these, and I think I have like one or two. But like, just back issue bins definitely.
Okay, so yeah, $70 for the raw comic, $165 if you want a 9.6, and we're not really even sure exactly yet where this is going. It could be something, you never know. That's the gamble of comics, though, right?
Jen, if you find
Speculation's
one
not
of
guaranteed.
those on the back bin, let me know because I'm pretty sure there's none of those here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The story
Some
itself is kind of fun. You got the new Young Avengers, and they're basically just always beefing with the Young Avengers. That seems to be like the
Well, they're fakey. They're not the real. They're the fakies.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just like constantly these like.
But then she kind of
dramas.
switches, right? Like on this one, like she kind of switches and she goes with the real Young Avengers, but then she gets the boot.
Yeah, I think this Dark Reign goes for 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 as the arc, and then she continues on, but then gets booted later. Yeah, it's again, if you want reading recommendations, let us know. We'll maybe do that, but I don't know if
Jen wants to know if you guys like to know what to read. That's what she's getting at. Are you guys interested? If we could even do like a little side segment with recommendations for reading material. If that's something you guys are interested in.
Yeah,
Because Sharks have already had a bite at this one.
Yeah.
I think I would probably agree with. I mean, but you never know. But I would probably agree with that because I think it's pretty. As soon as this stuff hits, bleeding cool or whatever, people just go crazy. So.
Yep.
Next up, all right, again, Dark Reign Young Avengers. What's this one all about, Jen?
So this is issue number 4. This is her prominently displayed on the cover, but again, she was already on the first cover. So I've seen people try to say this is her first cover, and I'm like, no. But it's a cool cover, and
it's nice.
She's big. It's nice.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Sure, she's wearing your tights, but thigh highs version.
Oh yes, only the thigh highs this time.
But you see, again, this one it's a little more revealing, more sexy compared to the other one. The older, I guess the other outfit. And this one's more out there.
Her hair is crazy. Look how long her hair is.
And
Looks
luscious.
like it's gonna yeah, it looks like it's gonna
Dude, Trish, I didn't even notice it until you said something. I'm like, what is she talking? Oh,
it looks like he has a tail.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at his cloak and I wanted to see like where it went, but then I was like, wait, that's her hair back there.
You always see things I don't see. That's why I love having you on. You always find things in the artwork and the covers that most of us just kind of overlook because we're too busy thinking, okay, $4, what can I flip this for? But you're like, look at the hair.
Well, like his cloak, it reminds me of a video game character. There's a video game character named Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII, the vampire. That's his cloak. Guys, totally referenced. Just kidding. I have no idea. But, you know, that's what it was reminding me of. And then I was like, wait a minute, how long is this thing? It's not that long. It's like, that's all her hair.
Yeah.
She's got she's got sentient hair. It's going to, take him over. And
like Medusa.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, question here. I don't know the answer. Lucy, do you know this one?
Yes.
Like
if he's okay. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, so I think that I haven't read this one in a while. I have to go back and read it. But there might be like a slight little bit something. So basically they battle, right? And when they battle, he's like, oh man, she's a big power, right? Which is why she gets to join the Young Avengers later. Because he recognizes that. It's freaking Wiccan, it's freaking Scarlet Witch's son. Like, how can you so he's powerful, but he's like, whoa, he's got some stuff going on. Because she actually uses her powers so anyway, like he understands that. I don't remember if they get together, but I feel like in a lot of the Young Avengers things, because for a while Hulkling and America Chavez tried to date, but then they both were like, no, this is weird, wrong, whatever. And then like so there's a lot of like experimenting, I feel like. And
well, isn't he on this one kind of using her though? This issue, like just kind of like to gain like to his advantage.
I think
and then she realized that
no, so she really wanted to join the Young Avengers. They were battling. He realizes how strong she is, and she uses her power, I think, to like stop the fight. And that's where he's like, I want her to join the Young Avengers. Yeah. And then opens up the fake Avengers team, Young Avengers team. It's like, hey, we'll have open auditions. And I think only she makes it through.
She makes it, yeah. But then he's kind of like trying to use her as his advantage to kind of join the Young Avengers, right?
Oh, I thought he was already in Young Avengers.
I don't know.
It's been a little bit.
I that's what he was doing.
The sets seem attainable on eBay, like the set. And I think, yes, because of number one, it might start going up in price. But if you can find the set, I mean, sometimes in LCSs, they'll have the set sitting like it as a bundle for like $5 or $10 just to read them. I would try to check those sections too.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Okay, let's keep going. Next up, I like this one. I think you're gonna like the art on this, Trish. This is a cool one. Who's the artist, Lucy? Oh, look at she's making her face. I knew she was gonna do this. What, your favorite?
Sure.
J. Scott Campbell, guys, on the front of Ultimate Thor here. This is issue 1, yeah? Issue 1.
I try and bend my leg like that, man. It's never coming back.
I like this cover. It has that like Conan style to it, doesn't it? You have
Yes, Thor is like beefy. Look at him, he's thick.
Yeah, but they have the mouse face.
This is
oh, he does have a mouse face. Damn it, Lucy, you just ruined it for me.
They all do.
We
Look
cannot
at
see.
the girl. Look at the girl with the lights on her boo-boos.
Oh, that's the You have the Valkyrie, and then you have the Enchantress. So the Valkyrie, yeah.
in Thor. So
With her
I
face.
guess maybe.
Like,
I'm sorry, you got me.
So this is another. I think earlier in the comments they're talking about different iterations of Enchantress. This is that universe. This isn't Sylvie. This is Enchantress, but a different like universe number, right? There's a bunch of them. Like she was in Marvel Zombies in that universe. There's this. Remember that Avengers series with what's the one with the big Captain America chest that everyone was like making fun of for a while?
Rob Liefeld?
Yeah, Liefeld. So that Avengers series, she's a cover in that, and I almost picked it, but I was like, like there's too many, and I thought this was a little bit better.
Well, Campbell's relevant right now too. Not more relevant than normal. He's been talked about so much in the news, and he just dropped his Rogue variant, which is just getting so much love. So I think this is a good pick, Jen. I think you did a good one on this.
Is her first This is her first in that universe, so I was like, okay, well.
Well, I absolutely love all of the color rendering on it. We'll say that. I don't know if I like their mouse faces, but
yeah, I like.
But now I can't see it. Thanks, Luke.
Sorry, not sorry.
But I mean, I like the lighting. I like the character. I like the composition. I think that I think it looks great.
Yeah, no,
and it's attainable.
She looks sexy. Like her pose, they're both, they're sexy. The girls, like, yes, but I cannot like the face. Like I just can't.
But he captured the bodies though. He got the body, the seductive part of it down. He got that going, so that's good. And no graded sales that we can give you information on, but the raw comic was roughly right now the sales average is under $25, so not too shabby.
Thor looks like he's about to do this, and somebody's about to be dead.
All I'm seeing is a mouse now. That's all I'm seeing. I can't. I just can't.
I can fix this cover with 2 lines.
Like whiskers?
Mouse ears.
Oh, that would be too. I'm like, how would you really use 2 lines in? Because she's an artist. That's why. Because Trish is like, I can make this. I can do this.
Yeah.
I can fix this.
We're gonna start a whole nother conversation in the chat. All right, let's keep going. Oops, I think I skipped one. There.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
there we go.
Like
Sarah Pacelli cover. Yeah, you got the Italian artist Sarah Pacelli. She went through here and did this cover, which I think is fantastic. Lucy, I had a feeling you were gonna like this look because you like bombshell style type, right? And the whole
that's my vein too. I love it.
Really?
I need this one. Woman.
I have all the DC Bombshells books only specifically because of the Bombshells thing.
Me too.
That's like my jam.
I'm missing few, but I try to get most of them. Yeah. But yes, I love this one. I need this one in my life.
It's attainable.
Do you guys remember that song Lady Marmalade?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite song forever. I loved the video. I was just like, I want to be in that video.
We getting like some burlesque vibes off of this.
Definitely.
Yeah, they should do a Killer Zatanna. Maybe that would be a neat one for her to do. I think it's somebody in here said the steampunk look, the sexy steampunk style.
Yeah. And you know what?
But
I just post some of her art. I like her art. Like she did the X House of X variants, the flower ones, the ones that they're holding like a flower thingy. I just post them on my my page for sale, but she did those covers and they're really nice. Like I just got too many books.
Like Victorian outfits and flowers and all kinds of. Costume elements. Give it. I'll take them all. I don't care.
Yeah, and so
That's right.
120 120 for 9.8. That's not too bad. But I think this would be one of those cases where I'm with Lucy and I would want to get the raw comic and grade it myself.
Yep.
What do you guys, Jen, do you think that the hype here is again just because of the Enchantress, or do you think it's the cover art, or a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both, but it's not. It's to me like $15 is still attainable. And in back issue bins, this 2010 is a long time. It's over a decade ago, so like you can.
Now, I wonder if she did the second one because it's one of two, so there's only two of this.
The other one's like, it's okay. This one's much better.
Okay. So,
but if you're getting in the set, then I guess
yes, yeah, nice. I like
Not
it.
too bad. And before we move on, Trish, since you're like our unofficial fourth guest here tonight again, who are we sponsored by?
Oh, Cover Price.
Fantastic.
Hey, look, even I know this. Look at that.
Yay.
She knows our pitch now, right? Cover
Yeah.
Price is our sponsor, guys. So make sure that you check out their site, use code Flipside, and you get $1.99 for their unlimited membership for up to 2 months.
I like
Can't
these
beat that.
nifty graphics that you can put together with their info.
Well done, Trish.
And they have most of the variants too. When you scroll down, it'll have all the variants for the comic.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Jen, take the lead here for me.
So New Avengers, this is Thor Goes Hollywood. It's a ratio variant 115 by Amanda Conder. It's, what was it, The Graduate? Remember The Graduate?
Yeah.
I know that's an older movie.
Miss Robinson.
Is this the homage?
The Robinson, Mrs. Robinson or whatever. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's funny. I like it. I like this cover.
Sorry. Oh yeah, the Graduate cover art. Damn it, I missed this one. Okay. What did you guys say so far?
That's about it.
Just kinda, that's
Yeah.
it. We're just kind of Mrs. Robinson over here.
Oh my gosh. And the tights again made an
And she's wearing
appearance.
my
I think
favorite tights. My favorite.
she's wearing your tights. So Amanda Connor is an interesting artist too. I'm always drawn to the covers on these, and she started her career in like advertisements, I guess is what people do.
I know.
Ad art.
That's cool.
Yeah. Kind of a New York City ad agency person. How cool is that, right? Like kind of think like Mad Men or something.
That's funny.
I'm loving
pretty
Thor's
bad.
hair. Look at how like long it is.
I like
He just looks
yeah.
He just looks so fabulous. They all-
Trish in the hair.
every time I see a comic artist, I have to look at how they draw hair because I don't know if I draw it well or not. So I'm just comparing it to myself. Comparing notes. That's all.
You are the queen of drawing glorious manes. You are fantastic at it.
Yeah.
Especially Jen as a pony. Ooh. You
Thank
did
you,
her
by the way.
proud.
That was awesome.
Yes. Not looking at her.
I gotta draw more ponies. My pony comics ended.
Oh,
I'm very sad.
Dennis says Thor didn't go to Hollywood in this one. He went to Vegas. So is he was gonna be a showgirl.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I can remember like around this time. What year was this? 2011. I think there's a bunch of cover homages and homages of like Hollywood movies, and like so The Graduate was this
Oh,
one.
that's what you meant. That he Hollywood, not that he went to
Yeah,
Hollywood. Okay. Yeah, you can see he's surprised there. Like, what's happening?
But also, if you look at the details at the bottom, like all her clothes were at the door.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not looking at her leg.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that like his cape in the floor and the
Geek driven
his
already
suit?
on it. He's not looking at he's not looking at her legs.
Yeah. So it's only 567 raw, and in the last silver quarter, only 248. So there you go.
That'll be a back issue bin fine.
Yeah, I could see this one. Yeah. All right. Next up, the Mighty Thor. I know my eyes are getting so bad. I think this is number 14, but this is a beautiful cover. Jen, give us the stats on this one real quick, and we'll get more into it.
It's from 2012. The last recorded sale was 220, 9.8. Funny that it's like $20. And then Raziel's like 214. So it's just like it's very attainable. It's not like all these covers aren't. If you like Enchantress and you're curious and you're like, oh, I wonder what covers like she's in. Again, it's a ton, but these are some of the ones that you can like pick up for like
very cheap.
Yeah.
Well, and this one has a
Beautiful.
special story behind it too because of the cover artist.
Who's a cover artist?
Oh.
No?
Wait, I know something Jen doesn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm just gonna soak this in for a minute.
Let's mark the calendar.
Ah, this is
Seriously.
nice. I love
He's
you,
like-
Jen.
I'm curious. I'm like waiting. I'm like, tell me.
I'm doing a pause for dramatic effect. So the cover art is William Simonson. He is best known for creating Beta Ray Bill.
Oh,
Oh.
And he did the cover art on the story.
wow.
He did a lot of work on the Thor run from 1983 till I think the late 1980s. Because Beta Ray Bill came out in 1983, yeah.
people
about
who can
right.
draw fabric, well, get me. Like, look at that. Look at that
Yeah,
cape.
it's beautiful.
Mhm.
Look at her
Okay.
hair. Look at her hair again.
I know I did look at
It's
that. But
fabulous.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
look at see Nick knew he was on the same page with me, right? Yep.
Mhm.
So that's kind of a cool little
Nice.
extra to this book. Not only are you getting the Enchantress, but you're getting an illustrator, cover artist on this that
Nice.
has.
That's cool.
Oh. So this is also not Sylvie, but I forgot to mention that Sylvie was created by Mark Brooks and Paul Cornell.
Oh,
Huh.
nice. So this is right now Sylvie in this one, right?
No,
It's
this
not-
is
oh,
this is
in the
a
first
more
one.
Enchantress.
Okay. That's
Look at the signatures, one of the best sigs ever. So yeah, now you guys are gonna see that the signature on there. It's like pretty.
Oh, now I can see it. It's so tiny. Oh, both so
We're
good.
all leaning in towards the screen. But yeah, it's kind
Does
of.
that make it any good?
Yeah.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
This out of the whole list so far, this is one where I'm like, I think I actually might go and like purchase this one just because of that fun little fact. All right,
That's
Lucy,
beautiful.
get excited because this next one's for you, baby girl. Ready? Frank Cho.
Oh.
Your
my
love.
gosh, I love this.
Oh my God! Look at Hulk. He
So
looks-
much detail in this. It's you have to stare at this for a while because there's just so much in this. It's crazy.
It's the
I get some
unfinished
Game of
bow.
Thrones vibes off of it,
Yeah.
but very good.
Well, maybe this one came out around that time because it's totally awesome. Hulk, so it's
No,
kind of around that time of Game of Thrones with those
From like 2016.
dragons. Oh my god, I didn't see the other dragon on the right. That huge one right there. There's 3 of them. 3 dragons, right? So it's kind of
Oh yeah, there's one in the bottom too. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So it's kind very Game of Thrones.
Getting a very medieval feeling. I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
know what? There's that cover too of Thanos with Immortal Hulk cover that it's kind of like that he has him by the chain. And it was, which one is it? Is the one that is kind of pretty expensive, I think. Well, not pretty expensive. It's number 13, I think. Of oh my gosh, somebody, you guys
It's gonna
know
pop.
this
It's
one?
gonna pop into your head. You're gonna figure this
but
out.
I'm pretty sure it's Thanos 13. Let me look it up real quick.
But yeah, you guys, Cho and
Yeah.
Lucy are just like this. This is her guy, right? This
I
is
love
her
this, yes.
artist, and I keep picturing it like when you watch Cho draw, like he's brilliant and he's so talented. But aren't you picturing it like when I look at this one, Trish? Remember the last episode we were talking about how I prefer with color? With
Mhm.
Cho, I prefer no color.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could you see
It's
this in
good.
just a black and white?
Yeah, that's how I picture his stuff. I see all like the curves that he does because he posts these really beautiful picture of like women that are bent and curved, and it's gorgeous. So this is one of the exceptions to my I like it in color rule. Do you agree?
Let's see. Sorry. Oh, sorry. It's 15, issue 15. The one that I'm like talking about. I don't know. Can you see it? Hold on.
We're going over this way.
Oh yeah, there are some similarities there.
Get it in
Like
closer.
he's in the chain too. Sorry. It's like, oh, I can't zoom in. But yeah, they have them the chain too.
No, it's
But
okay.
this
My
one's
eyes are
ready
bad.
to. This one it's ready to attack, and this one's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm.
like 4. But that one, it's not the same.
See, I wonder
obviously.
how much dimension this would gain if there weren't any color in it. If it was just like you could just see all the lines of the detail.
Well, I think it'd be beautiful. Like as a retailer, when we do exclusives, we're always thinking about how the coloring is going to work. But in this instance, I think it would have been badass just to have left
It's
it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
In my
left the
own
lines in.
experience, like, okay, so I inked Transformers My Little Pony 2, right? And I thought, wow, my lines look kind of garbage. I hope this colorist is good.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know how they would do the effects, because there were certain like glowy effects that I really wanted, but I was like, I don't know how to convey that through the ink so that the colorist gets it.
Yeah.
Like, because we don't talk. So I'm like, let me just draw some little squiggly lines here, and maybe they'll just understand. Like, that's what I'm doing. And so I gave them, like, PSDs, obviously, so they could take my squiggly lines off. But the colorist really did the heavy lifting, I feel like, on those lines. Because, man, they looked
tricky.
really good. So, I mean, I guess it could work both ways. Like, the inks on this could kind of be maybe too dark. And so you see all the colored areas where it would normally be black and white, kind of brighten up the piece a bit.
But nonetheless, it's a beautiful composition. So much
freaking love it.
detail. We
I could
all
see that
like
being a
this.
sculpture or something. That would be cool.
And
under
it's only
$5.
$2.99. I know.
Yeah.
$2.99 is freaking insane.
And again, it's another example of how, like, so in this, she uses Amadeus Cho to steal something.
Yeah.
She's a little troublemaker. Now I see how you're talking, like how she's a female version of Loki and just
Kind
going
of,
around.
yeah.
She's just
being a
going
pain in
around
the
causing
ass.
havoc.
Yeah.
That's
I like it. I like it.
All right, now this one, since we got to show Cho, and that's Lucy's favorite, I'm like, okay, let's drop some Greg Horn. If you guys don't know, Bird City works pretty exclusively with Horn. He's one of our favorite people, and this cover is fire. He's primarily a digital painter, and he's known for his incredible ability to do these beautiful women. Like his renditions of women are just so empowering, and they still have that sexy pinup look, and he gets the eyes, and this one's hot.
Oh my god, I love that she's not like all naked. She has clothes on like the original. Like I like it. I like the hearts in the back.
So this is Thor #6 from 2020. This is a Wanted Comic Store exclusive. And it's printed of 1,000. It is stunning. It's a virgin variant. So that's why I was like, oops, I better say what it is.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
I love it. And only $21.50. That's not bad at all for being one of those store exclusives. Because usually, those kind of like, it's
and it's like an average sale. So like,
yeah,
it might vary a tiny bit, but.
And it was Thor, which it was like a hot book last year, right? So
I'm shocked you can find this for $20 raw.
Yes.
I think
that's crazy.
I think out of all the covers that we showed today, like this probably is the most stunning to me, that made me like, right after I saw this, I was like, there has to be an Enchantress mini series or solo series or something where she is the lead instead of being like, she's always like, it's like always the bridesmaid, never the bride, kind of like she's always in a story. She's pivotal to the story. She's been in Marvel for like, again, since 1964. Like this cover, like, are you telling me that she doesn't like what? That's
maybe now with the show, they will do it. Maybe.
Okay, I am not finding any of these for $20 on eBay.
What currently?
These are all going for 100 or higher.
Oh wow.
Maybe it already kind of shifted.
It may have. It may have, because I'm telling you, like this stuff released. I pulled these prices today.
Here's one for $75, but
the
it's
last
signed.
sale for this was June 20th. So someone on June 20th got this for $21.50.
And here's one now. They're asking $90.
They stole it.
So it must have. Yeah, it must now. It's going up now. Yeah.
Well, even prior to all this Enchantress buzz, you would think that this would still be a $40 book. If somebody got it for that low, they got it.
She's often overlooked. Like, even though she's been around, again, since 1964, like, I don't know anyone, like, at least personally, everyone I talk to, like, they might have a few of these books, right? but then no one's like that I know of. So maybe someone out there is specking hard in Enchantress, but I feel like she should have been specced hard on. Like,
I was
again,
gonna say, well, with the show, they're probably the hard speculators are now they're gonna drive this price way up. Watch.
We'll see when the next episode tomorrow comes out, and maybe there's more about her. So
what's cool in this story with Sylvie is eventually Enchantress finds out that Sylvie's using her name and doesn't like it because it's like, yeah. I'm Enchantress. Like, who are you?
The one and only.
Like, and banishes her to one of the 10 realms. So Sylvie's still alive. We don't know where she is. Enchantress is still out there. And yeah, like, I'm definitely gonna go back and read a lot of these and then seek some things out to read because I'm now super curious, but more about the original. Like, Sylvie's cool, but I can look for 30 books pretty easy, right? Or under 50. But like the 700 plus, like
yeah,
you got to go on a hunt.
Those what is it called? The state sales and stuff like that. Maybe, you never know.
I think I'm just gonna call him. They're like, Greg, I want one of these.
Any of this laying around? Come on.
Please.
You have a couple of extras.
Yeah, him and Anthony talk all the time. I'll just go out there and be like, let me talk to Greg.
Or you can maybe reach out to Wanted Comic.
Yeah, that's another one. Maybe they still have it on their. Sometimes they still have these on their.
I know,
store sites.
and people go straight to eBay instead of going to their site. So yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember seeing this cover last year. I don't remember seeing it. But who knows? Maybe,
all right, so we are gonna
go to their website.
For sure. We're going to move on to the next segment of the show. This is where we are going to be giving you guys our new comic book day picks, the stuff that we are excited about. I'm guessing you can guess what Trish's is, but we'll get to it. So, new comic book day picks. We are starting with Trish.
You can't imagine what I would pick.
Right? Who would have
I mean,
guessed?
I've got the 5th issue of my series coming out, the final issue. And then we've got
it's like a yay and like a
I know the end
Bittersweet.
is here, and it is satisfying. I think people will enjoy it. We've got number 1, third printing, number 4, second printing, as you can tell. I think this is the way I keep my variants straight. Horror homages for third print, and second print is red. But yeah, we've got the It cover for Bird City. Look at that thing. For number 5. I mean,
I have mine and I read it.
Yeah.
You read it?
I read
Yes,
it the
I
other.
did.
I read it when they first came in again for like the 700th time, but it never gets old. Never gets old.
I'm jealous. I'll read tomorrow.
It's so good. Yeah, I'm sending you yours too.
And the Friday the 13th homage, I just love it. It fits so well. It fits so well. So,
dude, Tony posted some. I think it was Twitter or Instagram. Tony Fleece, the writer.
Oh yeah, he posted the panels.
And that's all he did was give the panels. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna read this.
Oh, this is my lesson on acting. This is like this whole book is me just acting. This me acting out. There's one particular panel, I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but when you see it, you'll know that was all me. I mean, the whole book was all me, but you'll see this one panel was just me adding it in there. And then we'll talk about it later if you find
I know,
it.
I'm biting my tongue here.
You know which one it is, eh?
I'm not saying anything. I will say that it wraps up brilliantly. The number 5 is, what do you say?
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. We've got Free Comic Book Day coming. We've got the trade, and then we're just started working on Dog Days. It's written. And Tone's coming in to do layouts for a couple weeks, and it's just going to be me after that running through this book. 10 or 11 stories, 10 or 11 mini stories.
Nice.
About the dogs, about the expanding on the dogs that we didn't get to see in the series.
That Free Comic Book Day cover is awesome. Like,
did you see the variant one? There's a store variant one. I forget which store it's
Free Comic Book Day.
They did a store variant and a Virgin.
What?
I don't
Free
remember
comic book
seeing
day.
it.
And it's a Jason Goes to Hell homage, which is really odd.
Can you post it on your Insta?
I will.
Yeah,
Yep,
send it
I'll
to
show it
us.
off.
Send it to our,
Yep.
our group message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're not following Trish on Instagram, you are missing out on so much good stuff. So make sure that you
Yes.
follow Trish Forstner
Yeah,
at Instagram.
From dog
Yeah.
pictures to little doodles for whatever's
You
hitting my
never know.
fancy that day.
Tacos.
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 I get so
That's true.
jealous. I
There
get
were
so
tacos.
jealous every time you post, like, oh, they look so delicious. And it's like, my mouth is watery every time you post those taco pictures.
But yeah,
Right.
this is my pick. I can't wait to see what people think of it. It's been a ride, and you know,
They're gonna love it.
see.
They're gonna love it.
Yes.
You guys,
when the comps
Yeah.
came in, man, I was kind of sad and then I was kind of happy. I was like, oh, these are beautiful. But then I was like, oh, these are beautiful.
Mixed emotions.
You know,
Mixed emotions.
yeah, it was
Aw.
happy and then happy sad. Like it's finally done. And even Tony, like he texted me, he was like, I am absolutely just overwhelmed right now. So crazy. I absolutely can't focus on anything.
The
It's just crazy.
prices. Oh wait, and all the price of number one. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget that I'm gonna throw Near Nirvana here real quick. That we're giving away. I'm giving away the number one cover A and number two cover B. Because we reached 200 followers.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want to enter to the giveaway, go to our YouTube page, Near Nirvana, and comment. Subscribe first, and then comment on our very first video. Done. So that way I know that you already subscribed, and I can add you to the giveaway.
Are we gonna give that away on? Are you gonna do it on Saturday?
When Laura comes back, so not this Saturday, the following Saturday.
So they have like 2 weeks.
Yes, in 2 weeks I'm gonna announce the winner. So you
That's
guys
like
still have time.
That's a really pricey book right now. I mean,
60?
Yeah.
60,
Well,
I think.
It's funny how many people I listen to,
Raw.
like, 'cause I listen to a lot of comic podcasts, but when you hear them and they're like, oh, it should be optioned or something, and I'm like,
it is optioned.
It is optioned.
They haven't watched our episode when we interview you here on Comic Book Woman. So all those dummies are missing out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I call you all dummies because you guys didn't watch it.
Paramount
We're just a
Animation.
little behind the times. It's okay.
Well, so like Paramount Animation, right?
And then Paramount
then-
Animation.
And
They
then,
optioned it before we even had an ending.
and then
So-
other people were like, well, that's kind of weird that they were optioned before it was done or before it even came out. And it's like, again, if you listen to the stories, Tony roommated with the guy who like has connections, and they talked about it, and then he loved it. Like, it's not like some nefarious whatever. It's just had a cool person that he wrote Annabelle, and then they talked about the story.
Yeah, he produced Annabelle and the Stephen King, the new Stephen King It movies, hence the It homage for Bird City. And and he also has a pug, which is also really fun.
Oh, that worked out. I didn't know that.
So, yeah.
Oh, did he get one of those puppies?
Oh, I'm fair certain that we've got stuff for him. I've got oodles of
Okay.
stuff for him.
Okay.
Just,
Yeah.
I even found like a ridiculous toy that is a fat pug, and I'm like, I have to give it to him just because it's ridiculous. But yeah, if they listen to if you listen to the stories, especially the way Tony tells it, because he knows more, he has more first-hand account of the interactions with Gary and the studio and everything like that. Whereas I've just been sitting here on the East Coast, just manic because I just don't know, the whole movie thing. It was optioned long before it was even ready. We had an outline, but like
we need to have Tony over to talk.
Oh, I'm fair certain he would come.
Do a whole show. Oh, I just gave him a sneak peek on the next picks here.
Right,
So
yeah, go ahead.
this
I'm gonna
slide-
shut up.
This is. Well,
Wait,
go ahead.
Andrew to Trish was like, the Venomized pony was adorable.
Oh yeah. You gotta tune into my stream sometime. I was doodling random requests and somebody wanted a Venomized pony, so I did one and I posted on my Facebook and I don't know if I put it on my Instagram.
I didn't see it on Instagram.
Don't worry. It'll end up there. I'll get
All right. Well,
both one
since
night.
you brought it up, Trish, we are actually going to have Trish. She did our Warcorns exclusive with Garrett Gunn. It was our Nearing Nerdvana / Bird City Comics, but mostly Nearing Nirvana. It was our exclusive Warcorns cover, and Trish took the Warcorns characters and ponyized them and made them awesome. And we are going to do a live event with Trish, and she is going to be remarking those. So stay tuned. That's going to be such a cool segment. I can't wait to just see
It's
you
going to be real fun.
in action. It's going to be great.
It's going to be something I've never done before. So
See? So it'll be a new experience for all of us.
Okay, which pick is this?
Jen, this is mine and Jen's combined, right?
Yeah. So the Marvel Voices for Pride #1 is actually Jimenez variant. Bartel, I hope will do another one eventually.
Oh
she has a
God,
couple
this is
other ones that she did
beautiful.
though, which were awesome. But yeah, this is Jimenez. Because it's a thicker comic. I think it's $9.99. Comes out tomorrow. So this is my pick for tomorrow. Because I mean I had a lot, and then I was like, okay, hang on. To be fair, I'll pick one.
there are so many covers for this that, and I mean, wasn't there one that was just rainbow? It looks like a blank, but it's just a rainbow.
I was like, I mean,
it'd
the other
be
one
kind of cool to like get somebody to remark on it. That'd be kind of cool, but at the same time, that's an expensive variant.
Yeah, not just for what it was. If that was like just a non-ratio, that would have been different and probably been smarter on their half. The fact that they made it a ratio, I was like, oh, no. And then
It's not gonna sell. Just kidding.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, it might still, but like the Copel, how do you say his name? Copel? Oliver Copel?
Yeah.
Like he did a cool one that was really fun, but I'm like, okay, if I had to pick one, I pick this one. But if I could pick two, I pick the Copel one also.
Is that the one with all of them with like a lot of characters on it, and there's like there's someone making a face at the bottom? I liked it.
Sorry guys, real quick, I want to say hi to Roger. If you guys missed the interview with Laura and Roger, please go 3 Men in the Basement. I hope I said there it is. So go and check out the interview Laura did with Roger. It was so fun to watch. It was over and I wanted more.
Oh,
it was just you two were so good, and Roger's such a great interviewer that it was awesome. So
he was fantastic. I feel like it was one of those things where like after like a few minutes, I feel like I've known him my whole life. Like he's just a really good guy, and that's a fun channel. So yeah, that aired yesterday. If you guys want to go check it out, he does a show called The Cranky Canadian, Cranky with a K. Yeah, remember that. But anyway, so yeah, that was Jen's pick, and you totally could have picked two. We wouldn't have cared. You could cheat a little.
Right.
I chose Homesick Pilots #6 because I am a huge Tula Lote fan. I think she is a rising force. I am starting to collect all of her stuff because she is fantastic. Such a unique style and approach to the way she does her covers. I want this one, and I'm going to get it. This is mine. But then, of course, Jen's all, but Laura, what about the Frozen one? And I was like, can I have two?
Be a cheater like
Jen. You know.
We had one episode before, I think the Loki episode, where I picked more than I should have, so I felt bad. So this will be my one time where I'm like,
you're gonna give it back.
Gorgeous. Look at that. Does Frozen do anything that's not gorgeous though?
You know, I went to Lotte. Wait, was it her? No, never mind. Take it back. Never mind. It was not her. Keep going. Ignore me.
Oh. No, you're fine. But this is the 1 in 25 variant, I believe.
The silk or the
silk, yeah. Okay. So you're gonna have to spend a little bit extra on this, but worth it if you ask me, because I really, really like Frozen. My else, bump the Frozen, really. That's a bummer. Yeah. All right, so those are my picks, and then last but not least, guys, if you're just hopping in, give it a thumbs up. We have a couple more things before we call it for the night, but last but not least, Lucy's picks.
And I picked 3. Calling Jen cheater. Well, it's just hard. Okay, something first. Wonder Woman gold, black and gold. It isn't just. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Bartel.
Yes. Oh yeah. And it's just gorgeous. And I can't pass on this one. And Something's Killing the Children cover. Well, the one in the middle was the B, and then the one the right, it's cover A. And I mean,
I love the style on that B cover.
Yes, it's beautiful. I mean, it's horrible, but it's beautiful.
That's what you want.
Yeah. And I'm assuming those are Erica's parents, right? So I don't know.
We
I
we'll have
don't
to read it, right?
I have it in the other
Yeah.
room. Aunt, go grab me this book. I need to read it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's like,
I'm gonna read it live on the show.
No.
Shut up. Come
I'm
on.
like, let's have story time. Let's see what's happening here.
I think I asked Aunt if he could order me this. I messaged him. I was like, can you
Oh,
order
one of
me
those are
this?
Lucy's.
Yeah, like I think I messaged him. I was like, can you order me this?
Yeah, you
because
probably
I
did.
need to have it. It's so awesome. I think it was this one. I don't remember. But yeah, it's you guys have to pick this one. All of them. All those three.
Solid choices, Lucy. Very, very solid choices. Something Killing the Children is insane right now. Like, it just keeps going higher and higher. And it's like, at what point is that book at a plateau? I don't get it.
Those black and gold variants are hot.
Mm-hmm. But that's funny.
Yes,
Babe,
I'm
like-
kind of like my wallet.
Doug said, it's something is killing my wallet.
I like that, Doug.
Don't let it control you.
That's cute. All right, and last but not least, I promised on Roger's show yesterday, I told him that if I was able to, and if I got the okay from Image and from Anthony, that I would show you guys our new Department of Truth 11 exclusive that we are launching, fingers crossed, tomorrow. And I have it. Do you guys want to see it?
Yes, duh.
Even though we've seen it. Yeah.
So the artist is Zoo or Zoo. She's incredible. She's done so many amazing covers. She did a Something is Killing the Children cover, but I'm not gonna spend $200 right now. I just couldn't. But she's done some great stuff, incredibly talented, and here it is.
It's so beautiful. So okay, so does she work with
Looks charcoal.
what's his
Not
name?
charcoal. What is it?
Brooks.
Charcoal.
Pastel?
Acrylic, pastel, oil,
Chalk?
Yeah, it looks,
chalk. No,
yeah,
she's
maybe
wa-
chalk.
It looks chalky.
Like watercolor to me.
Yeah.
All I
Some
can say,
acrylic.
Trish, I'm gonna have to get your input here because all I can say is like this is one that Anthony let me do on my own. Like, I got to give her the concept and everything, and I told her what I wanted. And when she sent this, I started shaking because I thought this was just stunning. And again, this is not because I'm affiliated with Bird City Comics. I just love the cover itself. I think she's incredibly talented. And as Jen Bartel told us, or told everybody when she did an interview, that she likes to create books that are evergreen. They never go out of style, that they don't have to follow the narrative
They're not
necessarily.
specific. Yeah.
Right. Like, you could just have this on the wall and frame it, and it could cover the entire series. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. But what do you think of this, Trish?
It's amazing. I mean,
I need your
like,
opinion.
I would hang this up. I mean, it fits the story, right? This character, now look, I'm an ass and I haven't read Department of Truth, but I see this character on the front of every book, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, there was an Evil Dead homage, and somebody did a comparison between our Evil Dead homage and this one, and Department of Truth, and Stray Dogs actually beat them. And I was like, I don't understand.
Nice.
I don't understand. But anyway, this is beautiful. First of all, it's got that kind of like modern, like fashion designer kind of feel. Like,
Mhm.
you got like a fashion model thing with the
two hands.
Yeah, it's
crossed.
one of
With her
those
pose.
magazine covers.
yeah, like a magazine cover, but like kind of like somebody went a little, ham with a red marker. That's
Oh,
what I
man.
do when I'm feeling
Yeah.
things. But
Beautiful.
I love it. It's beautiful.
That's what I was gonna say about her, and I was confusing her with Latte. Latte. How do you pronounce her name?
Lotte.
Anyway, Latte. She reminds me of the David Mack.
Mac.
Mac. What? I can't.
Well,
think.
her and David Mack are actually kind of like a thing, from what I understand.
Ah,
Interesting.
That makes sense, because even her signature. That's what I noticed right now. That it's like, oh wait, it's almost the same as his signature.
Yeah, it's you can definitely
Yeah.
tell. Like, how
The influence, it's there.
like
don't
Perillo and
think-
Carla Cohen kind of pull from
Yes.
each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna have any problem with this one.
Yeah, I'm really just excited to get it in people's hands. We're not going to go crazy on pricing. That's the other thing, guys. We are going to launch this tomorrow, and we are expecting it to sell pretty quickly here. Kirby Art already posted it to their 37,000 followers, but somebody on here was talking about how that's a painting on my wall quality. And I'm going to give you guys a little tidbit here. I was like, Anthony, I want the OA because it's gorgeous.
Oh.
Holy crap. Do you guys have any guess what the OA on this is? And it already sold in less than 24 hours. They sold the OA already. It's gone. I can't even get it now.
Oh my God.
Okay,
It's got to be like 10,000.
What was it, auction?
What? $10,000?
No, they had a customer, and I'm like, I want the OA, Aunt. Can you reach out? Because we're the retailer, we get like dibs kind of.
Mhm.
And so they sent it back, and they're like, well, you're going to have to drop about $6,000. And I was like,
Wow, see, I was
"Whoa!"
close. I was close.
And I was like, oh, I can't do that, Aunt. I'm like, I just can't, but I'm going to get it CGC'd instead. But then I was like, I'm curious if it's going to sell. And then we got a notice saying that the OA is gone. Somebody already grabbed it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Somebody's going to have the original.
Wow, get this, guys. How do you pronounce her name? Her last name again, or her name?
It's Zoo
Uh-huh.
or
Orzo.
Zoo.
Sue Orso.
Orzo,
You know,
sorry,
like
Orzo.
kind of like Sue, like her name reminds me of the
Zoo.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's,
Right?
Dan Barry gets accurate.
School.
Zoo.
Yeah, see, we were close. We were
Yeah,
close,
so-
man. But that's one of those, like...
For her. Like, are you the key master?
Oh my gosh, Lucy, you're something else, man. I was telling Roger, I'm like, Lucy is one of the most infectious personalities I've ever met. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was it for us for tonight. And again, that will be released tomorrow. So as long as you are subscribed to our email alert on the site, you'll get a notification. And we're not annoying with that. We only send out an email if we're dropping something new. We have a lot of good artists coming up. So, and Zoo or Zoo is amazing. I'm a huge fan now. I think for life. I'm so happy with it.
Now I
I'm
want her to say,
fangirling.
I want
You
her
gotta-
to say like Azul, like, order the power of the truth.
Did you get the the high resolution scan?
Yeah, and
assume
Anthony, we had to
tomorrow.
wait for it because we're a little behind the ball on 11. A lot of people have already dropped their variants, and so we were kind of behind. But they had to wait for it to dry completely, and they used like this high resolution scanner to send it to us, and it pops up on Anthony's screen, and we both, I swear to God, we both just went,
That's so good.
It's beautiful. It's awesome.
very
Well,
rarely. am I
okay, it was
speechless.
worth the wait. That's totally fine.
You weren't
But,
lying
like,
when you said it
Do
was
you have
beautiful.
permission to like make prints or posters? You should make one for your house. It's a big
I bel-
poster.
I believe because I mean, since we commissioned the art, I believe we own
Ooh,
the art.
you should get a Jaclay version of it because then you can't tell.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I want it so bad.
Geek Driven. When is this dropping? Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Goes. You
Everybody
pre-order-
set an alarm.
It's pre-ordering, right, Laura?
Pre-ordering, yeah. We won't have this until the end of July, I believe, is when they hit stores. July 28th is, I think, when the Permanent Truth 11 actually comes out. So it'll be a few weeks out. Dan Barry, I love you too.
Out saying is there a print? What does it say? Okay, sorry. The last
Yeah, I
one.
don't know. I'll have to talk to Anthony a little bit because I think this would be a really cool print. We've never really dabbled in that before. That would be something totally
It'd be
new
really
for us.
cool. I don't think anyone's done Jaclay versions, but it's more
I
expensive.
mean, look at that. Can you guys even imagine?
Yeah.
Hang that over your
So
mantle,
beautiful,
man.
yes.
Oh. You guys, I know you know what Jaclay is, but does other people know what Jaclay?
What is that?
So basically, like, if you can't afford the original, Jaclay looks just like the original, right?
Okay.
But it's not that like same printed glossy. It gives the nice.
Yeah, it's got a
The
texture, right?
texture.
Oh yeah, you know, yeah, because you're sorry.
So basically, Lucy, do you know?
Oh, well, what happened?
She's
Just
like-
kidding.
Well, now I know.
Now I know.
And now
But
it's
anyway,
half the battle.
I'm feeling embarrassed now because I just can't keep talking about my own book. But
Why?
that's super
I do it all the
tacky.
time.
Right, Trish?
I don't know. It makes me turn like red when I do it, but it's just so pretty, and I want you guys to have the chance to get it because, like I said, we are anticipating a sellout on this one. So
Oh yeah.
subscribe to the channel or to
I
the
know which other cover you guys
Newsletter.
did that sold out.
what
Mine-
was that cover that sold out? I
What
don't
was
I don't
it?
know. I'll give you guys another little hint.
And
We're
is that
sorting
one-
through.
When
What?
is that one gonna be shipped for everybody who pre-order?
We are starting on shipping today. We're sorting
Okay.
through all the damages today. And that's the other thing. If you guys are familiar with how retailers work, we have to set a certain amount aside. We don't sell a certain amount because we're not sure about damages. And we did get, I don't want to say a lot, but we did get damages on this one.
It's our cover.
Because of the cover.
Yeah.
dark.
So yeah, there were some parts where it was just rubbing, and we take a lot of pride in setting out quality copies. So we just wanted to make sure that we sorted.
Mhm.
But if we end up with extras, do you know what we do?
You sell them?
We reload them to our webpage, and we'll send out an email, and we don't hike the price up to what it's going for on eBay. We keep it at our original retail sale, and we'll send out an email alert.
Sign up for the email alert, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Al is asking what's the print run. I believe it for the just Department of Truth. Imagine. Do you have a print run for that one?
The Virgin I know is 500. A limited 500 print run on that. Yeah.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
yeah, so we'll know
go
by
to their
tomorrow.
website and you
Yeah.
guys will know if you check their website. It will be there.
Yeah, check the website, keep it posted. We'll drop that tomorrow. And if I have any extra of Trisha's book, which I'm hoping I do, we will do that in the email as well. So girls, you guys have anything to add?
Make sure you guys subscribe to Near Nirvana and
Flipside.
follow us. Flipside. Give us a thumbs up. Turn the little notification.
Go buy my
on.
book.
Go buy my books.
Actually, they call me Bruce 3. Trish, have you thought of making posters of your movie homages or reprint of number 3? Trish, first.
We are thinking about that stuff. Yep, we're thinking about that stuff. If my net's getting sketchy, I apologize. But yeah, we're thinking about that stuff, and there's actually something else. I'll talk to you guys about it later. But there is something else that we have in the works. It's going to be really cool.
Behind the scenes.
So make sure, remember, guys, if you guys subscribe to Near Nirvana, please comment on our first episode. Done, so you can enter the giveaway. Giving away Trish's book, Stray Dogs. I was gonna say another way. Stray Dogs. Issue 1. And number 2, cover beat, the movie image. Yeah, that one.
And then follow Trish.
Follow Trish.
So you can be up to date on all our stuff.
Yes.
Oop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, at Trish
Definitely worth
Listener
the
on
follow.
Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for
Nothing
us,
else. At
guys.
least
We
you
will
might see a
be.
picture of my cute dog.
Oh yeah, you started to freeze. So it's time for us to go then.
That's time for us to go, guys. So we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. And we won't see you tomorrow. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Hold on. I have to find the little outro button. Okay, got it.